Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are excited to present our new bass library, GroveBass. Today I want to walk you through our new bass library, GroveBass, sampled by the amazing bassist Simen Grove. The first thing that you will notice that's different from our previous libraries is the UI design. We have included the fretboard so you can actually see on the fretboard where the notes are being played. The fretboard is also interactive so you can press it and test out different sounds and different notes very quickly, like this. Down here, we also have the different tones that you can choose from. We have a clean DI signal. We have a clean channel. We have an overdrive channel. We have a distortion channel. And we also have a lead channel. Then we head over to the mixer page. Here we have 5 parameters to control. You have drive, tone, compression, girth, and FX. FX only applies to the lead channel. We have the drive channel, which determines the amount of distortion and drive in your tone. Tone alters the balance of low to high frequencies to tailor the tone to fit your mix. Compression adjusts the dynamic range compression, controlling how dynamic the tone is allowed to be. Girth adjusts the overall fatness of the bass tone. And then we have FX, which adjusts the level of Simen's under the hood FX change. You have wet to dry. We also have the bright switch, which engages Simen's special chain designed to inject air and life into the bass tone. And then we have a mid-cut switch, which only applies to the lead tone, emulating Simen's real-life lead tones. Going back to the main page, we have the articulation display down here, which displays the current articulation being played. Here we have the alternate picking. This changes how often the round-robin algorithm changes the alternate picking fingering samples. If you have a song with loads of 16 notes, choose the 16th note. Or you can be safe and just leave it at auto. Here we have something new, the Doom switch. This engages a mode specifically made for the most consistent, punchy low end. This mode is intended for electronic music as it makes the bass sound robotic by drastically reducing the sample round robin and locking maximum velocity. Here we have a cool new feature, the Humanize button. This button increases the looseness of the performance, making it more realistic. It goes all the way from machine over to bassist. And we don't want any of that, so our recommended default is at 12 o'clock. The fret position knob over here works as a virtual capo, not using any notes below a certain fret, unless it's the only position said note can be played. Think of this as your fretting hand position on the virtual bass. Heading over to the setting page, we have a lot of new cool features. First of all, you can assign your own notes to all the key switch articulations, which is pretty neat. You can also save the presets and load presets, and of course we have a default knob. Here you can see all of the articulations we have for GroveBass. We have finger alternate, finger index, finger middle, ghost, slap, pop, ghost pop, harmonic, hammer pull, tapping, and the slide trigger, which is my personal favorite. And completely new for GroveBass is the performance mode. You can now decide if articulations are going to be in momentary mode or in latch mode. Key switches that are set to latch will be played as a standard until another key switch is being played. If the key switches are in momentary mode, they will only change this articulation if the key switch note is played or programmed in. Introducing this will drastically speed up your programming, as you don't have to program back to picking or finger alternate every time you have changed the key switch. It will now automatically go back to picking every time you have changed the key switch. Let me show you an example. As you can see in the beginning, I have not programmed in any key switches. This is because I have finger altering as my latched articulation. If I now program in the hammer-ons, which I have here, they will only be active for as long as the MIDI note is played, and it will automatically go back to finger altering, meaning that I don't have to program it in every single time. One of my favorite new features is force string. This will force GroveBass to play back notes on a specific string. You program this using the key switch. This will allow you to match real performances. Let me just show you how GroveBass plays back what I've programmed without the force string and then with the force string. It's pretty cool how much you can tailor your performance on GroveBass to be exactly the way you want it to be. And over here you have the tuning of the bass. You can control this just as you want, so you can match exactly the same tuning that you use when you write music. GroveBass have playable notes from C0 to C5. You can also now use pitch bend. Use this wheel to control how much you want the notes to bend when you program it in. You program in pitch bends in your pitch bend MIDI parameter, which is located in your DAW. Let me show you. As you can see here, I have programmed in pitch bends. This is how it sounds with the pitch bend. So, if I change the parameter here, the notes will bend way more. Let's listen. So I personally like to keep it around 2 because to me it's pretty sensitive. But of course it depends on what you want to do with your bass. So let's listen to it without the bends. So that's it. We hope you guys will enjoy GroveBass. Make sure to subscribe to the channels for future playthroughs, tutorials and product updates. See you next time.